50-yard field goal, what goes through your head? Do you think Brandon's got that sort of range?
I think he's got that range. The other thing is, naturally, is you got cover. You know, you're covering with O-linemen, so naturally you want him to make sure he puts it out. But we wouldn't put him out there if he can't put it out the back. And Coach really believes in him, and we do.
Coach, what happened on that big return the Raiders had?
You know, it's a lack of execution. We had guys on different levels. So in coverage, the backside, the left side's here, the front side's here, and naturally, as you guys can see, you build a bunch of space. That's on me. You know, our guys got to execute better. Any bad play is always on me, and that's the way it's going to be. We got good players. They're going to play hard. They're going to go fix it. And if they goof up, you know, that's my fault. It's poor coaching, poor execution.
How dangerous are Chicago's returners?
Extremely dangerous. Cordero Patterson is, you know, we all know he's exceptional. And Cohen is exceptional. So we got to do a great job. Number one, it starts with the guy that has the ball in his hands. Okay, so we got to do a great job as a punter. We got to do a great job as a kicker to give us a chance to cover these things. And then at the end of the day, we got to keep working vertical against these guys. If you stop and give them space back there, they got Zuzus, and they'll make you miss.
Back to Brandon's long attempt. Do we think we will have a shot to see him? It felt like last year, I think he had one against Houston, maybe a little too much time. But do you feel like under your watch at some point he's going to set the record here at home at least, have a shot at it?
I think every coach, you know, wants to give that guy that opportunity. But I'll be honest with you, you know, that's going to come from Coach Vic. Vic's going to make those decisions as to – and the best thing is Vic said a big message to Brandon, you know, and he believed in him. You know, he sent him out there, and I like that. That's, you know, we're going to go try to win games.
How far has Cole become, even just since like week 1 of preseason?
He's getting better and better. You know, I thought he had two great punts. You know, the first punt and the second punt, you know, 5-yard line drive start, 14-yard line drive start. His third punt, you know, wasn't good. So he has to be consistent. We need 3 out of 3, 10 out of 10, 1 out of 1, whatever, you know. But he's come a long ways. He's maturing. You know, we're a young football team, you know, in terms of the special teams. We got a lot of firemen that haven't went into a building that's on fire, but they got to get in. Got to break down those windows.
With as many teams that are looking for a reliable kicker, how valuable is it for you guys that Brandon is that guy?
I can't even tell you how valuable it is. You know, it's MVP status. You know, you don't have to be thinking about that. There's a lot of other things that we got to work on, and he gives us some security. You know, the door's locked in the house. Not worried about him.
How unusual
Sorry.
is it that you've seen in the NFL where a kicker sort of out as a leadership role as well? McMahon being a guy who's real well respected here. You know, traditionally maybe they think about that for kickers.
Honestly, in my career, every one of them has. You know, I was lucky when I was a young coach. Morton Anderson was our kicker. Then the next year, Jason Elam. You know, and then I go to Adam Vinatieri. So they've always been leaders. So to answer your question, they've always been that. And they lead with their production. And sometimes Brandon has to give his voice, and he does it appropriately.
The big return notwithstanding, do you think special teams can kind of hit the ground running a little bit faster than offense and defense in today's NFL where, you know, September is kind of the new August as far as playing time in preseason and sort of thing?
It's no excuses, but at the end of the day, from a special team standpoint, just like offense and defense, a lot of the guys that we're playing with in the preseason, they're not the guys that cover the kick. You know, I'll give you one example. Last year, our kickoff cover team that we opened up the season with, there was one guy last Monday night from that same kickoff cover team. So there's a lot of turnover, you know. So you have to hit the ground running, though. All 3 sides of the ball. You know, no excuses, but it is a huge turnover league. There's new players every single year, and that's a tribute to the players. There's good football players out there, so rosters change.
The Chiefs put out photos of them working at the Royal Stadium, which is next door to where they practice. But you guys had to go down to Coors Field, I heard. Are you glad that was a one and done? You don't have to do that anymore? Was it a neat experience? I mean, I guess kind of take us through it.
Yeah, you know, the guys did a great job. You know, number one, thanks to Coors for allowing us to do that. You know, you got to practice on a real baseball field, which was nice, a real pro baseball field. But it wasn't as big a deal as maybe some people think. You can actually really strike the ball because the ball doesn't sink down in on a field goal. It stays right on, just like basically like on concrete. So it wasn't a big factor, but it was. I think our guys had a good experience, and I thought they hit the ball well.
Yeah, they didn't get much of an opportunity
No.
once this past game, but another week of practice for him because he seemed to be fitting in well in that role.
Yeah, he's fitting in well, and he's a good pro. You know, the guys have really attached to him because he comes out and he works his craft before practice, after practice, as you can see, and we really like having him here.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate all of you. Thank you.